I know that throughout this pandemic, a lot of people have been missing professional sports and have been wondering, when are we going to get back to it? Well, for some sports, they have already resumed, generally with like digital audiences and things like that. But there are fears that this entire thing could fall apart thanks to COVID-19. And it has not taken long for that to be demonstrated, with the Miami Marlins home opener set for Monday night against the Baltimore Orioles being canceled due to a COVID-19 breakout, with at least 14 people, including players and coaches, testing positive in recent days, sources told ESPN. The MLB says it's going to be conducting more testing, and they put out a statement saying that the members of the Marlins traveling party are self-quarantining in place while awaiting the outcome of those results. Now, obviously, wish the best to those players and the coaches and their families, hope that it hasn't spread beyond that and that they get past it quickly. This does demonstrate the fear that even with no crowds and even with them being relatively walled off, it is still a pandemic, and pandemic spread, and it already has.
I mean, that's a forfeiture to me. Orioles win, dude. This is...
You're a monster. You're a monster.
Come on. I mean, look, I do, once again, retribution to the red states. Miami Marlins, Florida, DeSantis, you reap what you sow. It's right there.
I mean, they don't individually reap what they sow, because so far as I know, the Miami Marlins players weren't advocating for no masks. But
of course not.
This is a natural consequence of DeSantis and Trump's strategy.
I'm just saying, like, these governors don't deserve. I'm like, look, I know people need some kind of respite, and that sports are a lot of people's respite, and we can't all, make cocktails like Mama Fran over here. But I am like, I don't know if we need another distraction. We have 100 days to the election. Our cases are on the rise. Maybe we should focus elsewhere.
Yeah.
Like, maybe that's I'm sure that's an unpopular opinion. I know a lot of comedians and podcasters who are like, please, sports need to come back so I have something to talk about.
Yeah.
But we've got bigger fish to fry. A bigger marlin.
A bigger marlin to fry. I don't know if you fry. Alyssa Young says, John is so soft, everyone is a monster. Thanks. Yeah, and look, I want things to be back. I mean, I don't care if sports come back. I mean, for other people's sake, I'm not going to watch them or whatever. I got a million things I got to do. But you know what? I'd love for Black Widow to be released. There's a new James Bond movie, which I should have already watched like 10 times, but can't because of this pandemic. I've got a stake in the game too, everybody. It just doesn't, it's not round and you don't chuck it. But I do care. And just think about, like, for the right-wingers who are so obsessed with this as a symbol, like Sean Hannity from the very beginning has been saying, we got to have sports, we got to have sports. Think about how powerful it would be. I'm saying this at the risk of giving Trump the election. If he actually locked everything down for like 2 solid months, maybe a little bit longer, 2 solid months, mask mandates with penalties if you don't do it, actual assistance to everyone who's going to be harmed by this so that we minimize the economic damage. You actually bend the curve down to almost zero, as many other countries, including countries that were very hard hit, like Italy, have been able to do. And then he cruises the last month to the election, having beaten the pandemic, and businesses are reopening. This big, giant, baby idiot doesn't get that that is the only winning strategy available to him. And he is too proud or too stupid to actually follow it.
Amen. That is exactly right.
For more political news, breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/The Damage Report. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.